Hey Virgo, welcome back. So Virgo, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if needed. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, yada, yada, yada. My readings are timeless. Just when this finds it's for you, all right? So, Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get started. When I was preparing for your reading, and looky there's your card. I got the song Savage Love, which is like so popular and a little bit overplayed on the radio, but it hasn't been in my head in a really long time. And so a lot of you may connect with that, that savage love. I don't know if some of you are a bit savage in love or you're dealing with someone that you feel is a bit savage. Maybe check out that song. I'm sure you know it, but if not, check it out and see if that resonates for you. Yeah, it's just like kind of an aggressive nature when it comes to relationships, whether you're attracting partners like that. Some of you are attracted to partners like that, or maybe you yourself exude that, but that's what I got. Savage love. Did somebody break your heart? Yeah, don't mind my singing, but that's what I got. When I went into the meditation to get imagery, I got one single flame. So again, I equate that to fire energy. Some of you could be connecting with the fire sign or have significant fire placements in your chart, but take it as it resonates. But what's interesting is I saw the flame, and then as the flame got closer, like inside of the flame was someone walking down a long, dark hallway into a door. So some of you might have to go through the flames to get to the goal. You know what I'm saying? Words don't teach, only experience. So, and I don't see this as a bad thing. I'm just saying that, going through an experience to come out the other end always makes your flame burn brighter, right? Your star shine brighter. So some of you may feel like you've gone through that journey already, or you might be gearing up for that in the energy. So as I said earlier, the card that flipped out for you was the 6th house. This is your energy, Virgo. This is all about your work, your details, your health, your well-being. Paying attention to your daily rituals. Some of you might be learning a new skill, okay, or an apprenticeship. That could be new career highlighted here for you, learning something new. About what you're naturally drawn to, maybe what your natural gifts are, all of that coming to the forefront during this time, Virgo. So let's get into it and see where this is headed. So you have the 4 of Wands and the overall energy. This person has the King of Pentacles. So your journey, I feel, during this time frame is all about freedom. And establishing like this independent, self-sufficient vibe around you, okay? And interestingly enough, this is a fire card, right? And that's kind of what I saw in the meditation. Some of you getting inspired to make some changes in your life, maybe even knowing that there might be some struggle involved, but the goal is worth it, right? The growth is worth it, I feel. This person is in the King of Pentacles. So this person may be heavily focused on their own well-being, on their own health. They might be learning new skills as well in the career sector, or heavily focused on like the practical environment, what needs to get done. Things like cleaning the house and showing up for work, and the things that we don't necessarily always love to do, but we need to do. That could be where this person has been focused, okay? So sorry, that song started to come through again. Something about something being up in the air. So you might feel a little bit like things are up in the air right now for you. All right. So let's see what the recent past energy looks like. So what's led up to this moment. Then we'll go into your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. All right, so the next lyric that's coming through is, every night and every day I try to make you stay, but you're savage, love. I know the TikTok dance to that song because I did it with my kid. Just a side note. But you know, there's a TikTok song that goes with that, with savage love. Anyways, take it as it comes. If it resonates, great. If not, don't worry about it. So this person, or I should say you, Virgo, leading up to this moment, it's like you were in this space that was kind of emotionally draining you. But I do feel that a lot of you have come out of that space, right? Saw the light of day is what I'm hearing. And kind of maybe with the support of another or a friend or maybe this person. But I feel like there was supporting energy in the environment to help you get back on your feet, to help you get back on your A game. All right, Virgo. So this is what's coming in for you as well. Some of you are going into this energy of feeling on top of things again, you know, feeling successful, maybe after a time period of feeling maybe drained or doubting yourself or maybe insecure even. But I feel like kind of pulling yourself together, okay? I heard pulling the strings together, whatever that means. Some of you came out of a period of time of feeling emotionally drained because you reconciled possibly with this person or with someone in your life. And it just kind of reminded you, oh, I am loved, you know, or I do have support around me. Okay, so take what resonates there. But let's see what this person's recent past is. 10 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles, the Magician. So this person's energy, Virgo, is kind of thick, you know, kind of heavy, or at least it's been in the past. This person may have been heavily focused on the work arena of their life, or, you know, dedicating time to themselves, trying to create a firm foundation for themselves, all right? This is a very independent vibe as well. I feel like this person unnecessarily carries a lot of burdens on them, though, that may not even be their burdens to carry, but they have like a sense of duty or obligation about them in their persona, where they may often like take on the emotions of others or the issues of others, and they think that they're doing good by doing that, but really all they're doing is piling more burdens onto themselves, burdens that they don't even have control over, that they can't even do anything about, right? And that's what happens when we're too energetically open to other people or too many other avenues, right? So I do feel like this person needing to maybe take some time out and work on themselves, okay? But they are creating some stability for themselves, okay? So let's look at perception and how you perceive each other. Keep in mind that perception's in the eye of the beholder. So perception may be your truth, but it may not be their truth. But we'll start there. So 10 of Wands. Wow, that's the energy I just talked about over here. So you kind of see how this person maybe takes on too much or carries this heaviness with them. But you know what, Virgo, you might also do the same thing. You might also do that same thing. You might see a lot of yourself in this person because you have a lot of repeating cards here. 10 of Wands, the Justice card, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel also you're working on keeping balanced with, you know, your work life and your relationship life. Or that's the key to your freedom, is finding some sort of balance between the two, okay? So that you don't get emotionally drained or you don't give too much of yourself in a connection where you don't have anything left for yourself. And if I recall, the last Virgo reading was intensely emotional. I actually got choked up in that reading. It was really intense, but I just feel a lot of you are coming out of that energy, which is beautiful. It's still kind of lingering here, but for the most part, I see you coming out of that. You see this person as someone who's certainly capable of holding their own, but, you know, they can create burdens where there doesn't need to be burdens, in your mind anyways. You may see this person as like having two very different sides to them, and so it's kind of hard to know which side you're getting sometimes, but you see the potential growth in this person. You're seeing their growth, or you would like to see that for a few of you. Some of you may be committed to this person or want that in this connection. So let's see this person's perception, Virgo, of you. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands, King of Pentacles. Wow, that's an earth energy. So this person is coming into this space where they're quite assured of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that this person's taking this very confident stance, you know, and looking forward to moving forward. They're oh my gosh. Looking forward to their future. For some of them, their future with you. This person's done a lot of self-work, you know, and put a lot of time and effort into that arena of their life. And it might have felt like a struggle. And at times, this person might have overburdened themselves with that. But I feel it's panned out for them, you know. They see you, Virgo, as someone that they would like to invest time and energy into, that they could see a future with. They see the best aspects of you. They know that you could be a good provider or mother or father or whatever. You know, they see that in you. Some of you, this might be your spouse, but it doesn't have to be. Like, they see your loyalty. They see your ability to kind of hold a family or the fort down. Like, they're seeing the best aspects of you, Virgo, at this time. And it's also because they're kind of seeing the best aspects in themselves as well. And that's the beautiful thing about when you do self-work, self-care. Because when you feel good about yourself, it's easy to see the best in others, right? But when you're not taking so good care of yourself, it's easy to see the worst in others. Because we often see in others what we feel about ourselves. So I just feel like this person's in a good headspace and a good heart space. And so it's easy for them to kind of look towards the connection or look towards you at this time and see the good. Oh, I have Jason Mraz in my mind. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good. That's such an uplifting song. All right, so I'm sorry, the song was playing and I got sucked into it. Let's see what's going on in the emotional space. I like this energy. So let's see what's going on underneath it all. That was surface level thought, perception. Now we're going to go into genuine emotion, how you're feeling underneath it all, Virgo. King of Swords. Wow, that took a turn. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Tell me what the 7 of Swords is. The Ace of Wands. Oh, I don't want to say it took a turn, but emotionally right now, I think you're trying to kind of keep your heart out of it. You know? Because you don't want to feel emotionally drained again. It might have taken you a long time to get back on your feet. So you're not trying to like let your heartstrings be pulled into that direction again. And after the last reading I did for you, I can't say I blame you there, right? So I do feel like you taking more of a logical approach when it comes to relationships or love during this time. And the other part of that though, Virgo, if we're being honest, is that you're feeling a little bit stuck in your head and not really trusting this person or how you're feeling. Some of you aren't being truthful about how you're feeling. You know, there might be a disconnect between your head and your heart, like where your passion is, where you see yourself going. And look at that. I just noticed the flame. That's what I saw in my mind's eye when I did the meditation. Like some of you are having, a disconnect between what it is you're passionate about what it is you're desiring versus maybe what is good for you, or maybe, you know, how you're feeling underneath it all. Like there's a difference between desire and love. Some of you are needing to understand the difference between infatuation versus love, because there's a huge difference. And I think that it's hard to kind of pinpoint sometimes when we're infatuated, but we think we're in love. Some of you might have an infatuation with the idea of love, but not really understand the concept of it. You know, or you could be dealing with a person like that, because I got the song Savage Love. But we'll get into their emotional space and see where they're at versus where you're at. But this is a bit of a harsh energy, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if you are being a little bit cold or aloof or detached right now. That's because you got a lot on your mind. You know, maybe some things that you're worried about, but there is like a cover-up of that. This kind of reminds me of Aquarius's reading, because I got Moth to a Flame in that reading. Not the one I just posted, but the 2 weeks before that one. Some of you could be connecting with an Aquarius, but doesn't have to be. Let's see what's in this person's energy. This is some interesting messages. All right, so they have the Six of Wands. The Lovers. Okay. The Three of Wands and the Five of Wands. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, this person, emotionally, like they're either having some good success in their career or in other areas of their life, or they're just in this energy of like feeling good, you know, or feeling successful. But this is helping them to move forward in their life and to kind of attract that out of a partner or out of this connection. There is like a bit of a competitiveness within this person's energy. Like sometimes this person makes it harder than it needs to be. You know, sometimes there's like this back and forth struggle, and it doesn't need to be that way. And this reminds me of, was that the Aquarius reading too? Yeah, because the lyric that came to mind for them was Lauryn Hill. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. That could be you or this person. You know, sometimes I feel like this person's really hard on themselves, and so they take it out on another because they're being too difficult with themselves. All right? But at this moment in time, Virgo, I feel like this person is trying to see the good. Trying to see the good in themselves, trying to see the good in you and everyone, maybe. You know, like, because they're wanting some of their goals to come to fruition, and it's working. Emotionally, this person may feel very tied to the connection, yet at the same time distant from it. Could be actual physical distance or just emotional distance. And it's like some sort of back and forth going on within this person. Like feeling close to the connection, but then feeling so far off from the connection. Because sometimes maybe you deliver savage love, or they do, right? And then they get burned or you get burned because of it. I'm starting to think that it's you that is giving the savage love. But it's a general, so it could be interchangeable. Let's go further. What is the hopes? Got the Tower. We'll keep that at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Cups. So, you know, your hope is to have, you know, the family, the happy, the emotional fulfillment, the place of comfort, being understood, a beautiful relationship, you know. Some of you might be going through a lot of changes, though, in order to create that for yourself. But the doorway of opportunity, I do feel, is opening up after you make some changes within yourself. And they keep giving me the phrase, walking through the fire. I know that there's a Johnny Cash song, right? Ring of Fire. That song might be significant to you. This person has temperance. They're learning to stand on their own 2 feet. They're actually wanting that. Like this person, they want to be self-sufficient. Because I feel like when they come into a relationship, whether it's you or another person, doesn't matter. They want to be able to say, look what I have to offer. You know, like they want to stand for something. They want to know that they have something to provide and something to give. In like the hopes of that generosity being given back to them, or them seeming more appealing or attractive, okay? I don't feel it's working for them. So let's go into hopes, Virgo, and see what your hopes are. Not hopes, sorry. Most likely future outcome, okay? So we're going to look at most likely future outcome for my Virgos. Keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed. It's really just letting you know where the energy is headed as of today. But you have free will, so you can change that. Got the Death card, the Tower. That's that unstable energy I felt. Page of Pentacles. Wow. Oh my gosh, the Star. Oh, Virgo. Talk about changes. You're going through some major changes from the inside out. Okay? Other people might have a hard time understanding this, but it's not for you to explain yourself to other people. They need to worry about their own journey. You worry about yours. But there's some major internal changes that are coming from within that are almost clearing this erratic energy out and allowing you to start over. Sorry, I have a song in my head. Starting Over by Nikeya, I don't know her name. Nikki Heaton. I always get her name wrong. She says, why did you crash my party? How do you know? Oh, okay. So one of the lyrics is, if you really love me, then let me go now. Because every time you come around, you make me, excuse my language, I said that word under my breath. The lyrics are coming so jumbled. She says, if you really love me, then let me go now. Because essentially what the song is about is every time someone comes back into her life, or the specific person comes into her life, she feels like she's stuck starting over. And again and again and again and again, she says. So somebody might be tired of starting over with you, or you might feel that way. Like, yeah, take that as it resonates. There's healing taking place here, Virgo. An opportunity to begin anew. After maybe having to walk through the fire, energetically speaking, of course. And maybe even after some endings here. So, let's see what this person's most likely future outcome is. The High Priestess. Knight of Wands. Yes! Three of Cups. So So this person in commitment, this person wants commitment, I feel, or you're committed to them. But the Hierophant here. This person feels spiritually led to you, or a very spiritual connection with themselves, but also maybe tied to you. They're ready for some action. They've taken some time. They built themselves up. They're feeling pretty good, like they have a lot to offer. They're looking forward to the future, you know, and they're getting ready to launch their life or launch into something here within the connection. Some of them, if you've had an ending, they want a reconciliation and a commitment. But for my Virgos, that this is the person that hurt you, especially the one that emotionally drained you that the last reading was about, then that song Starting Over is definitely for you, where it's like, some of you don't want to start over because it was so difficult to move past it. Others of you may clear the slate, give it another go. You know, it's up to you, right? And only your soul knows what's right for you. But that's not going to be for all of you. Some of you, this person is just gearing up to take some action in their life, you know, wanting more emotional support when it comes to love and relationships, hyper-focused on staying committed to themselves and wanting to see relationships in their life come together in a healthier way. So let's see what the guidance is for Virgo. Oh, you got 2 cards. This person has intensity. You have guilt and guidance. Wow, some of you might have been put through a guilt trip, or maybe you did that to someone else. You're being asked to release whatever that is, this guilt that you've been carrying. I heard head games for some of you. Somebody might have gotten to your head to release that energy. You're being guided out of that phase of your life where you need to, you know, some of you may have went through this phase where you felt guilty about everything you said. Shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have done that. You know, Spirit's just saying, nobody's judging you but yourself. It's okay. Let it go. Move on. Move forward, you know. This person has intensity. You know, when they've got their mind set on something, there is no holding them back. I feel like this person is a personality type of like, they're all in or all out, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might even be an extremist or go to extremes. This person's being guided to take that intensity and use it towards more of the energy of motivation and willpower. So that's their guidance. Wow, interesting reading, Virgo. Let me tell you what zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Keep in mind that it could be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading, but here's the ones that I'm seeing. Sagittarius, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra. Could be another Virgo. Libra over there. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing. But take it as it resonates. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. Tarot Time with Dana. Link down below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you're certainly welcome, but not expected. But that's also linked in the About section. Either way, wishing you the very best, Virgo. And until next time, my friends.